Ghost Beast!
Ghost Beast.
Ghost Beast!
Hello and welcome to
Ghost Beast!
a horror podcast. I'm Todd, joined by my wife Becca.
Hi.
Hi, Becca.
Hi. Joined by my husband, Todd.
Okay. You look like you couldn't wait to say something. So we just watched The Blackcoat's Daughter, which came out in 2015. It was written and directed by Osgood. Okay, Aries. Written and directed by Osgood Perkins, a.k.a. Oz Perkins, who we just discovered is the son of Anthony Perkins.
Yeah.
Who played Patrick Bateman, of course, in Psycho. Really crazy. And, yeah, I guess we kind of just decided randomly to watch this since Longlegs just came out, and that's like the big thing everybody's talking about right now. We actually just saw that in the theaters. And, yeah, this movie, I know that this movie got a lot of attention. I've heard a lot of people talk about this in the past. I know that a lot of people were excited about Longlegs because of Blackcoat's Daughter. I only did like a little bit of research, but I actually saw that when this first came out, I think it was exclusively on like DirecTV or something for like a year and a half. There was like some weird stuff around that where it seemed to be like in this really obscure place where nobody could really watch it. And I guess it got discovered somehow and it got like a wider release. It did make me wonder how many movies are there like this that are on like these weird obscure platforms and like nobody sees them, and there might be like hidden gems out there.
Oh yeah. I'm pretty sure that happens very often.
Yeah, and I think this is probably an example of that, and I'm pulling that completely out of my ass. But yeah, this movie was super cool. It's really good. Has a very unique mood, unique storytelling style. It was, kind of hard to follow sometimes. I think that's going to be one of the things we'll have to talk through is like, because I think there's like two ways you could really interpret this story, and I'm kind of curious where you fall on that.
Okay.
But we'll get into that when we talk spoilers. For now, I mean, the movie, it can be kind of hard to follow because it switches between these different characters and different perspectives. The editing is like, it's very, it's a unique way of telling a story, and I can't even really go into what that means fully without spoiling things. But it mostly centers on these two characters at a Catholic boarding school named Rose and Kat. Kat is played by, what's her name?
Kiernan Shipka?
Kiernan Shipka, who we just saw in Mad Men, because we just went through that. It was your first time.
I just have to say, she is like an underrated actress.
I
Especially
agree.
With this movie, it just shows like between watching her in Sabrina the Teenage Witch and then Mad Men and then this, it's like she is like completely underrated. She's so amazing.
I'm glad you brought that up because honestly, like the Sabrina thing, I don't want to like be too negative, but that's definitely like, that is not a show for me. And I think that for whatever reason, it's become something I like associate her with, which might feed into like why I was like, I don't know.
Well, the thing is, first of all, her face is like iconically Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Like I'm not going to get into all of that, but I do see what you mean. Like it could be hard to separate. Okay, there's this actress that portrays a teenage witch on a, basically teen-centric show to something serious and horror. I see that, but drop that.
But
like,
yeah,
drop
she is a serious actor, and she's actually fantastic in this role. I think she plays it perfectly. And then there's this third like mystery. Is her name Joan?
Yeah.
She's like outside of this boarding school.
And that's Emma Roberts.
Yeah, wasn't she in like American Horror Story?
Yeah. Yeah,
so it's like these three different perspectives, and it's kind of unclear how they tie together throughout the movie. But Rose and Kat are in this boarding school. There's a week-long vacation coming up, so they're waiting to get picked up by their parents and kind of getting left behind there. So it starts out with just this kind of drama around that and like why they were left behind, and the story goes through all that. And it goes in some pretty unexpected and frightening directions. Yeah, definitely. I didn't have really too many expectations going into this, especially since I'd never seen any of his work before, because we saw this before Longlegs.
Well, actually, if you look at Letterboxd, because I was just looking before we started recording, we've seen some of his films without realizing it. Yeah.
Like what?
I'm the pretty little thing that lives in the house, and then Gretel
Did
and
we
Hansel.
watch? Oh, right. I did hear people
Yeah.
mention Gretel and Hansel, and that was pretty good.
And it was pretty good,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but this was it was really good. I mean, it like I said, it has this unique style, like the storytelling, the mood, the vibe. Overall, it's very dark. It is pretty unique. There's not much I can say without
Yeah.
spoiling stuff. But I would say if you're maybe on the fence, if you haven't seen this before, it's worth checking out.
It's 100% worth it. And
Yeah.
if you have seen Longlegs and you haven't seen this, or you're going to see Longlegs, watch this movie.
It's worth it. They actually tie together in some weird ways that we just realized, but we'll talk about that when we do the long legs episode, I think.
I do want to talk about art direction stuff because I was
Yeah.
totally impressed. I was like kind of blown away by it. But also, I do feel like some of it might be spoiler territory, so I'm just going to save that altogether for the spoilers.
But yeah, like I said though, it does feel like it can be hard to follow in the moment. It's again, without spoiling it, it is the kind of movie that it's throwing a lot of stuff at you and it can be kind of confusing, but at the end when you have all the information, you can kind of piece it together and it's like, oh.
Yeah, I completely agree. Like if you start to watch this and you're like, I have no idea what's going on.
It comes together. Yeah,
just go with it.
I think this is a movie that would really benefit from like rewatching afterwards once you know everything.
Completely.
And yeah, it was a good time. Really good. But I think, I don't know, we're kind of going in circles because there isn't a lot you could say without just spoiling it. So let's get to spoilers. So yeah, if we're going to get right into it, the big thing is, it's these three perspectives, and it's you don't really realize until pretty late in the movie, it's not just that it's playing with these three perspectives, it's playing with different timelines. And it takes a while to really figure that out, that the timeline with Joan actually takes place I think it's 9 years after the events earlier in the movie, which is, it's a really cool style of storytelling. It also makes it though very confusing to figure out how are these tied together? What is going on here? But they give you a lot of clues along the way that let you kind of piece it together. And I think the interesting thing is, I think you can interpret this as do you think there was this demonic entity, or was this just all mental illness?
Maybe a little bit of both.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm okay not knowing.
Yeah, I mean, that's the interesting thing, because the way it's presented is that Kat, she is being possessed by this kind of demonic entity that drives her to kill all these people at the Catholic school. And then, presumably she is put into an institution, which 9 years later she escapes from. She steals the identity of a nurse, I think, and then gets picked up by this older couple who, it turns out, they're the parents of Rose, one of the people that she killed. And it kind of comes full circle with her killing them as well. But I think, that's the thing that I really had to kind of piece together is okay, so it uses a lot of really dark and interesting imagery to get across the parts where she's bowing down and worshiping the furnace is it's just such a creepy and effective thing.
It's so good. It just literally, I think I found my new favorite director.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so obsessed. The way that they use lighting in this movie. Yeah. It's got that Caravaggio feel with the it's called chiaroscuro. Yeah. So it's using diffused light and playing with darkness and I've never seen really anyone kind of master something like Caravaggio in film. And then also it has sort of a Stanley Kubrick kind of vibe.
Yeah, I could see that. That makes the first part, I'm just nodding along sure, because you're way smarter than me with the art stuff.
I'm very rusty on my art history, and I'm sure there's someone out there that's
But Kubrick, sure, yes, I get it. Yeah. Okay, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that was cool though at the end how it's she comes back to the furnace and it's out and she kind of loses her mind there, and that's the thing where it's is she like I think in the moment I interpret it as it's almost like this her vision becoming unclouded and realizing like all the things that she had done and just starts screaming. But there's also, I guess, a read where it's like the fact that this demonic entity or whatever isn't there anymore and isn't like responding to her is like, I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, or you're specifically talking about like the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think I might have interpreted it as like this thing is like torturing her in the process, and it's like coming and going, and like when it's gone, she's like coming back to like, oh my god, this is fucking horrifying, and she's just like screaming out of pain and agony of whatever it's doing to her. Yeah,
and it gets pretty brutal. Like the scenes, especially the scene where she's killing Rose and stabbing her to death, is like it's very raw.
Oh my god,
very brutal. And yeah, the actress Shipka, I guess. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the way she portrays all of that, she's good at playing crazy, I think.
Yeah, she is.
I don't know if I've really seen her in this kind of a role, but
I don't think I have either. And she did it so well. She literally like turns a switch on.
It's like, scary.
Yeah.
It's very scary, yes.
Yeah.
But it's cool how there's so many little things that tie together, like seeing the scar on Joan's shoulder that you learn is from a bullet from the police officer, which that was also like just such a terrifying scene when he's confronting her in the boiler room with the severed heads and the way he's kind of freaking out.
Yeah,
like
it was
totally losing his shit.
Oh, and the way the audio was, it was
it was really weird.
Like you were in the basement with them. It was I got a shout out to the sound design because like, oh my god, it's so good.
There is like an oppressiveness to like the darkness and the mood in this movie that just it works really well.
Yeah, the way that they also use like shadows to tell a story too, because there was that one scene where she had just finished stabbing Rose, or is that?
Yeah.
And you can see Rose completely in the light. You see the door and everything, but she's like completely shadowed over her. And I feel like there's so many like simple classic horror tropes in here, but they're done in like a very fresh way.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, especially I feel like I don't think our Hell House episodes are out yet, but we kind of talk about how this whole satanic religion stuff kind of gets beaten to the ground. This is like a whole new way of looking at it, and I'm here for it.
It works really well in this. Even like just that silhouette of this demonic horned entity is like super unsettling.
So good.
And yeah, Rose is like such a tragic character. I think it's interesting that she's kind of just living this separate life. It's almost like separate from the rest of the story. Finding out that she's pregnant and she lied to her parents about when she needs to get picked up because she's struggling with like dealing with that. And then right before she gets murdered, she discovers she's on her period. And it's this relief of like, oh, okay. Like everything's going to be okay. And it's like as soon as she steps out of the bathroom, she just gets murdered.
It's so sad.
But it's crazy that it's like there's this whole other story happening around her that she's unaware of until it comes for her. And that was also like, it's very chilling and very tragic.
Yeah, I have to say that scene where she's in the bathroom and she like discovers she has her period, it's so like, it's so real. It's so, I love that depiction, and it was so like simple. It's not like they had to like show blood or anything. Like it's just, you get it, and it was really beautifully done. Yeah.
So I see why people are so excited about this movie and why they're excited about Longlegs, because that's the funny thing is like, I guess we'll get into it more with that, but I always thought Longlegs looked super cool, but I didn't understand why people were like so fucking hyped for it, you know? And it's like, I guess if I'd seen this earlier, I would have been more excited going into it. But I don't know, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
I mean, the kills in this movie are very good.
Very brutal.
Very brutal, and there's a very good use of practical effects here. I like touch back on those severed heads, like that was crazy.
I mean, it's like it's simple, but it's effective. Yeah, I guess thinking back, I guess it had to be an actual paranormal entity because she knew that something happened to her parents before they even told her.
Right.
I don't know. There's like so much to unpack, you know, with this. And I think that's a good part of the story because it's like, yeah, watching it, there were definitely times where I was kind of like, I don't know where this is going. I don't know what's going on. But it does wrap up in a way that makes the whole thing work. And yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
I will say like the storytelling was a little confusing. I was totally along for the ride, literally all because of the art direction. Because I was like,
yeah.
I could just watch this all day. Like,
totally.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go, long legs.
Yep. You can go to ghostbeast.com for all our links or search for Ghost Beast Pod. You can also follow Ghost Beast on Letterboxd where we rank all of the movies we cover. All right, gonna throw this out there. I think it would be fitting to put this right under Psycho.
Oh.
And right above No One Will Save You.
Yeah, I agree with that.
One and done. And you can email us at podcast@ghostbeast.com. And recommend, I guess, if there are movies like this that came out that really had an impact on you. I don't know.
What? No, I think that's perfect.
Sure.
There are always those people who have like this obscure movie that they love talking about. I want to hear about that.
Oh, yeah. Because, I mean, I missed this for so long for stupid reasons. So, yeah. What else might we have missed that came out? Yeah. Bye.
You gotta rate and like.